Hello, Callum here. I got another banger for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it.
You're the boss. You approve.
What I find most entertaining about that, call the cops. He just goes into the band and beats the drummer.
Yeah, boy.
4 ways women lose a good man and how you can avoid it. Pay attention. Let's get into it, ladies. Men, correct me if I'm wrong. Taking them for granted. A man been so good to you for so long, you no longer see the value in them. The value in how they treat you. Not communicating well or effectively. Like expecting men to read our minds and getting mad when they can't.
Yeah, she's correct about all this.
Being dismissive about how you make him feel or being overly defensive in response to how he feels. Basically, not liking being held accountable for your actions and how you've made that man feel. Last but not least, being selfish and unwilling to compromise.
Yep, definitely. Because women like to have it their way and not any other way. They don't want to listen, they just want to be heard and go do this as if it's just a little Nike commercial. Say yes and call it a day. It's like, but I'm a person too.
I want to talk about this comment because this is definitely something that has come across my desk a few times in the last
Just do it. Us men ain't gonna approach you now because we will end up on TikTok.
few weeks, especially. I think it's very important for women to acknowledge that, when we complain that men don't approach women anymore in public, this is the fear that's going on in their heads, is that they are scared of being shamed online. And I've spoken to younger men, and especially with younger men, this rings true. And it was interesting because I was listening to Theo Vaughn's podcast, the episode that he had Andrew Huberman on, and Andrew Huberman said the same thing. He said that he mentors a lot of young men who have this genuine fear of being shamed online by women, which is why they don't feel the need or the urge or the desire to approach women in public anymore. And honestly, like, if I thought that I would be publicly shamed online if I approached a man, I probably wouldn't do it either. So obviously there are nuances to the situation, like people who inappropriately approach women or do it in a derogatory way or do it in a disrespectful way. Of course,
Well, there are that, but majority of the time it's just like, hi, get away. Or it's like they pull up their phone immediately just to start recording you, just to see how the reaction would end up going. It's like, what's the point in this? I myself, once I see the phone, I just turn around and leave. Not gonna deal with that. So, if they want to pull up their phone, everything else, it's better for them to go to men because what are the odds of a guy picking up to put on TikTok or whatever? We don't really show this type of stuff from ourselves. Majority of the stuff you find on TikTok with men is about either this or how to treat a woman, be gracious, pay for the bill the first time, stuff like that. Like, there's so much tips for a guy to pick up a lady within TikTok, but not so much of the guy degrading other guys or someone trying to pick him up. Like, every now and then you might find a story. Oh yeah, this lady picked me up this way. It was completely awkward, but it was fun. Like, there's so many different things.
but we're not really speaking about that. We're talking about just men not wanting to talk to women in public because they're scared they're going to get trashed online. And as women, I think we really need to acknowledge our behavior in this cycle. If we continue to, berate men online and talk about how, a guy approached you and he was ugly and you're going to make fun of him and do all this stuff on the internet, don't complain when men have this genuine fear of approaching women in public anymore. So thank you for leaving this comment. I think it is really important to talk about that because it's really, truly come across my desk multiple times in the last few weeks. And it's something that I've actually wanted to talk about. And the more that I speak to men and the more that, I listen to men who mentor young men, especially, this is what the genuine fear is. So yeah, okay, bye.
You could have a woman who's like a feminist
And when she gets told, you know, that like, yeah, you got to pay him alimony, they're like, I'm sorry? What? Like, no, he's a man. He can work. Like, he can work. He's the men don't get alimony. And you're like, no, gender is a construct. And sex is actually, you know, a construct socially. And you're a CFO of a company and he's a really cute long-haired musician. And they're like, yeah, no, I am not paying alimony. He's a man. He's got a strong back. Tell him to get a job. By the way, I've had men in that situation go, yeah, I'm not taking alimony.
It really is a double standard because women think that they should get money for nothing. Oh, we got a divorce. I need to take half your things. But the moment that the guy wins the case, it's like, no. This is supposed to be in my favor. Rerule the judge. It's like, no, that's not on how this works.
He makes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Do you expect
You.
him to tell you how much money he makes?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yes. Yes. All the revenue that's coming in. I need to know all of it.
They all need to know, oh, I get paid this much a year. Why do you need to know that within the first date?
Do you tell your girl how much money you make?
Absolutely fucking not.
No.
No.
Nah.
No.
Fuck no. I tell every bitch I'm broke.
Yeah. But she don't get it.
Good guys.
There has been a shift in dating, like a huge shift. So from 2021 to 2024, that was peak delusion. And now the tides are turning. For years, guys have been hearing the most ridiculous shit coming from women. Like, they need to cash app you before the first date. Like, they need to make 100 grand or more just to talk to you. Like, every guy who talks to you have to be over 6 foot. All of that, just so if you do get her, she become a fucking headache. So as a result, a lot of men stop dating in general. I know a lot of guys personally who's just like, it's not fucking worth it. And I can't blame them. I be seeing videos on girls online talking about how guys don't talk to them no more, how guys don't go to the clubs no more, how guys just don't hit on them or show them any interest. And it's like, you did this to yourself. It's just like dating is so much of a hassle. Most guys choose peace over that shit. It's like, why would I go out of my way for a girl who has extremely unrealistic standards and she's subpar, and on top of that, she's gonna bring me stress?
Yep. Completely agree with this guy because majority of the videos you'll find out there, most women want to find the 0.5% that's out there because they must be 6 foot. They must make $500K a year. They must have A, B, and C. They must be toned. The list goes on and on and on. It's the Frankenstein effect. They want better, and they will eventually leave the 0.5 person to look for the 0.2. Will they ever find A or B? Probably not. But they will keep looking and keep hitting the streets.
In this economy, in this world, there's way too much to stress about. So most guys don't even deal with it. Like years ago, I seen it happening years ago, but it got to a point where girls are finally starting to pick up on it. Like, oh shit, ain't no guys checking for me. It's to the point where if you're a guy, you got your own place, you got your own car, you're really the prize out here. And I ain't even talking nothing about looks, cause all this talk about what they want and what a girl wants and their standards, they forgot.
They just want material gains.
That who they're talking to are human beings too. Like, we want something in return. And it turns out for most guys, the juice just ain't worth the squeeze.
Who's more fun to hang with, your main guy or your side guy?
My sneaky link for 1,000. The side, because they got a lot to prove. My side guy.
It's definitely your side nigga.
Definitely the side, yeah.
It'll be the side nigga because the main nigga had too many feelings.
You don't need either.
The main guy has too many feelings. Wow. And they're all straight with this. It's like, okay, by the way, your face will be shown. And yeah, you all want the side more than the main dish.
There you need a baby daddy. The baby daddy is the most fun, promise.
I think I
Way
found my
too
life.
far.
Madness at all.
Is it okay if I touch you during our consultation?
Absolutely.
And my pronouns are she, they, if you are comfortable sharing yours.
Any all.
Any all. Perfect. Well, what do you want to do with your hair today?
You're like host.
Host?
Host.
Horse?
Horse.
She's trying.
I think I found my life. I'm not gonna lie.
You just tell me where to sign, bud.
I personally really enjoy my lifestyle. I love what and gives me, like, it gives me freedom, and I really enjoy being. It's like I get off to it, and I don't think that's affecting you, so I don't think it's any of your business.
Well, it's not affecting me personally, but I think you guys are sort of one of the many, I would say, arrows in the quiver that are being used to destroy Western civilization and traditional values and family values. And I think, as I'm sure you can attest to, you guys are creating the content that is lowering the threshold significantly to make it much easier for men to want to drop out of relationships with women.
But who's
because
buying
there's
it?
easy- I mean, I think you guys can also take ownership for the kind of content that you're creating, but I think you guys are contributing to it, right? Are you not? You're sitting there laughing, saying that you like being objectified and commodified, so you're obviously embracing it, and you're going down the path of trying to normalize the behavior. And to be honest, I think that this is one of the most dangerous narratives that.
Well, that's just the thing. So many women don't feel like they're being objectified. Let me back that up so that word's not there. They don't think they're being objectified because, it's online. It doesn't matter. If you say you give pleasure, they'll deny it. Meanwhile, they know for a fact they're trading that for money and vice versa. But if they'll say no due to the fact that they don't think of it as real life. Meanwhile, people can see that on a screen, which is almost like real life, considering there's also VR. Yeah, you can still see a 3D image of the person if you so choose.
Dangerous narratives that spins, and frankly, I hope you guys, like the PR team, is paying you a bunch of money, because I think the worst part of it is that it sells the lie to girls that if you just start posting pictures on the internet of whatever one of your body parts, that you will become like a millionaire overnight, and you're basically having these girls tank their reputations for what is, on average, again, you can't argue with the facts, $150 a month.
Meanwhile,
yeah, $150 a month is actually quite low. There are some that does actually get millions. That's a side topic. But once when you actually hit a certain age, you dry up. You're withered. You're no good. And then on top of that, if your boss has ever seen this type of content, they can likely just fire you or whatever else, or just never hire you because you've already exploited your body so much online.
Why is Valentine's Day and also weddings typically more about pleasing the woman than celebrating the couple?
Because that's just how the world made it.
Why are there more traditions to celebrate women, and would that make sense if we're living in a patriarchy?
Because women are the prize.
Because if it wasn't for a woman, there wouldn't be any men on this earth. So we should be celebrating women every day.
Who injects you? Who does 50% of that job? Sure, you take the rest after for the 9-month period, but you still need men. So you're kind of, yeah.
But doesn't it take men to also produce more women?
But doesn't it take a woman first? You can get an IVF without a man and still have a baby. You can't be a man and do that. You can only be a woman.
Yeah, that's because you have the eggs. But let's say there's no men, thus there's no eggs. How are you going to get a baby? Because you need the little squiggly in order to get it.
Think.
What you doing, bud? What are you doing? What are you doing here? Sir, what are you doing here? Sir, what are you doing? Is there an issue, sir?
Yes. Yes.
What are you doing,
We're out
sir?
by the.
Sir, what are you doing?
This is at a church and she's dealing. This makes absolutely no sense to me. Apparently, she's a churchgoer, concerning the outfit as well, and she's at a church, but she's tailing this guy as if he's doing something wrong. What are you doing? What are you doing? What? Makes zero sense.
We have a gentleman here who's just taking pictures, taking video on the sidewalk. He won't identify himself.
If that's the pastor, he's the goat. Go to him for actually doing something about this.
No, 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 no. Go that way. That way, sir. That way. That way. That way. Back up. Back up now. No. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Move that way. Don't assault me, sir. Move that way, sir.
It just continues on like this. But in general, if I was this dude and she's trying to push me over to a certain direction or whatever, I'd just go sit down right on that grass and just keep doing what I'm doing. It's like, what do you want? Wait till the cops come from the other guy that's actually on the phone and see what goes from there. Because having to deal with someone like her is just completely ridiculous. But that's enough out of me for today. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.